Welcome back to the channel. First of all, an apology. It has been a long time since I have posted anything on YouTube for Boom, and that's been down to work and down to me also taking up motorcycling. And we've had a lot of very poor wind conditions too. So all of that combined has just taken up a lot of my time, and I just haven't really had the focus to post some content. But that's going to change, and it starts now with a bit of a chat about the forthcoming Tiree Wave Classic in October, second week in October. I have entered the Masters fleet. Nick Jupp, the other half of Boom, he's entered the Masters fleet as well. This is his second time in the Masters fleet. I think he came fourth last year. And I believe we have a Masters fleet of around about 24, 25 people, something like that, and it's had to be closed because I think it could have been 40 with the number of entrants. So that's fantastic. Obviously we're going to have a good fleet and some pretty experienced sailors as well. I know there's plenty who are regulars to the Tiree Wave Classic Masters and some pretty hot sailors, so it's going to be interesting. I decided to enter it because, and this is a crazy statistic, but the last wave event I entered, I was thinking about this, was back in something like 1991, which I can't believe I'm saying that. And it was 1991, and it was in Western Australia, and I competed against a guy called Scott McKercher. Some of you may know him, one of the best wave sailors in the world, ex-wave world champion. He and many other very top-end pros were in this competition in Western Australia, and I happened to enter that competition. I got pumped out rapido style, but great experience, and pretty cool to sail around those guys, let alone sailing against them. And whilst I've done a lot of windsurfing, for some reason I just haven't bothered to enter any competitions like that. I used to do a lot of slalom, but wave-wise, this will be the first one since way back. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the 40th anniversary of the Tiree Wave Classic. For me, I wanted to be part of the anniversary celebrations, and I wanted to be part of the whole event. And it's our sport, it's my sport, and I want to be part of that whole scene. And take part in the event and celebrate that. I'm really excited about that. Just being part of that will be really cool. Boom, we are sponsoring the juniors fleet, the Future Pros they're called, and we did that last year. This year we're notching it up a level in terms of our sponsorship, and we're donating some pretty cool garments for every entrant in the Future Pros, and people will see that in due course. But yeah, that's going to be a very cool thing to do, and this is all part of our reason for setting up Boom in the first place, which is to promote the sport and encourage youngsters to take up the sport and stay in the sport, because we all know this is the best sport in the world. So that's exactly putting our money where our mouth is and doing that. But yeah, back to windsurfing, like core. This year has been interesting. I've had periods, I guess in January, February, when it was good conditions, and I had sort of 3 weekends on the row where I was able to really practice some moves and some technique, and that was great from sort of jumping and a little bit of wave riding, sort of cross on wave riding perspective. That was good. Then we've had March, April, and into May, where in Scotland, I don't know about the rest of the UK, but we had terrible wind. Like, we had nothing for weeks and weeks and weeks. And that was pretty demoralising. So practicing and actually trying to improve your skills in those conditions, obviously virtually impossible. I literally did get down to get out the back garden with a broom handle, doing the old Ben Prophet forward loop muscle memory technique, and it's pretty good. It does work, but that's how desperate it got. And then I guess into May, we had some good winds. June, up and down actually, not bad stuff. I remember one day at Bamborough, in the end of May, I think it was, but it was incredibly cold. It was something like 5 degrees centigrade, which is outrageous. Good conditions, cross shore, 5 meter, 92 litre wave board. Nice waves. That was good fun. Full on, full stack. Enjoyed that. But flipping freezing. It was horrible. So cold. And then June's been, yeah, it's not been bad. We've had a few days. Been quite good. And then I came out on holiday just at the end of June here, currently in Spain. And the boys back home have had, over the last 10 days, I think, some incredible conditions. Literally went day after day after day. So I'm pleased for them. I've missed all of that, but they've had some great conditions, which is really cool. And hopefully that will continue for a long time. For me, in terms of prep for the Wave Classic, I'm going to do what I can do with the restrictions I've got on time and, you know, other things going on. But most importantly, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to really enjoy and look forward to taking part in the event and being part of the social, I mean, part of that community, and just enjoy the 40th year anniversary special. I think it's going to be very cool. But I am going to give it my best shot, no doubt about it. I'm not going to just go into a heat and just like flaff around. I'm going to go for it. And what's the point in not doing that? I'm going to give it my best shot. I think the biggest challenge for me will be wave riding. I get very little chance to practice my wave riding, even pushing myself to go to different spots where we do get some waves around where I live in eastern Scotland near Edinburgh. So it's tricky. I think that's going to be really difficult for me to practice that, but I'll do my best again, and then see where we get to. I'm going to do a few more vlogs, maybe some down the beach, some when from sailing, just in terms of the sort of the build up now to the Classic, and we'll see how we go. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there in October. I'm looking forward to meet people I've not met before, but people who I feel that, you know, you communicate with them on social media when they're posting and you're commenting, and certainly people whose names are well known in the UK and maybe slightly broader windsurfing scene. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, should be cool. All right, that's all for now. I'm praying for wind when I get back in a week's time. I can't wait to get out sailing. I'm desperate to get out, and there's no wind here in Mallorca, so that's all good. Enjoy my holiday. All right, see you all in the next one. Cheers.